always end up with the cheaters. I always end up with the cheaters. I'm just gonna cheat back. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Pretty Lynn, and this is Pretty Lynn Sovereignty. Today we're gonna get into Love Island Season 8, Episode 3. Thank God this episode actually kept me awake. Now let's get into the tea. All right, so of course, this episode starts off with us being reminded that Kenzie and Sean are both vulnerable right now. They're single and vulnerable. So of course, everybody starts to put each other for chats and have group conversations and debrief about everything. One thing I do want to say for sure is that Sean definitely started to grow on me because I was just like, oh, hmm, he's actually being very mature about the situation, which I was not expecting at all. So, and I can also appreciate so much. Off the bat, I'm just like, Kenzie, you are doing way too much. She is in the room. What's that room called? I forgot what it's called. But she's with the ladies, talking to them, talking about she wished Charlie was, I can call him Charlie. She wished Zach was more upfront about everything. And she was talking about how she's not even attracted to him and how Charlie is more attractive to her. Why are you bringing up Charlie? Why? Don't do that because you were into him, which is why you stayed on the green spot. Don't try to act brand new and act like you're not into him just because you're embarrassed. It's okay, Kenzie. It's okay. You don't have to act ugly like that. It's okay. Off the bat, during this first part of the episode, I was just like, oh, okay. Gabrielle and Bea, like, y'all kind of have a little bit of chemistry. Like, that was cute for that moment. I was just like, okay, yeah, I got some cute chemistry. Y'all, they was speaking Spanish, and she was just like, teach me Portuguese. It's similar to Spanish, area. And then he was saying that he liked her because of her like Latina background and stuff like that. Which I was like, okay, I kind of see it because at first I'm like, I don't even see the chemistry. Like Gabrielle just looked like he was just freaked out, which he definitely is. And we're gonna get more into that later on in the episode, but he definitely is freaked out for sure. I really liked the moment when Sincere and Sean were chatting, and Sincere was literally just being honest and giving him some pretty great advice. I was just like, oh, okay. Like Sincere actually has some pretty sincere advice. Like I can appreciate that because sometimes some people they like to make people feel delusional, but like he was very upfront and honest, but was also like being there to comfort Sean during this weird kind of vulnerability time, which I appreciate. I was like, okay. One thing I noticed, Zach was very boring this episode. I don't know if he's just comfortable now because he feel like he found somebody that he can be, that he's comfortable with like getting through this process with or whatever. But he wasn't giving much this episode, and I'm just like, Snooze fest. Like all he did was try to talk to Kenzie a couple times and she denied it and he just stopped trying. Granted, I don't blame him because I'm not too much of a booty kisser either. So I don't blame that. But if you're a man, I feel like men should try more. But then again, he don't like her. So like I don't even blame him at all for that. I did like the conversation that Bea and Sean had. I feel like it was a very mature and adult conversation. Um, I feel like everything was just a huge misunderstanding. Um, and I guess amongst them, to me, I didn't misunderstand anything. I don't even feel like she should be apologizing. I feel like it's day one. We came here to explore. We came here for love. How am I gonna know for sure that you're the one for me if I don't try to go explore with other people to figure out like what who I vibe with the most. You know what I'm saying? Like it's day one. So I'm not mad at how she went about things and I'm not too mad at like maybe him feeling some type of way. Because again, I am not in a villa, so I don't know how that process works on your brain psychologically. Like I don't understand that, but I do appreciate the conversation that they were able to have. it seems like they're now on the same page. I did find it funny how like every time Kata told people where she was from, New Hampshire, she had to ask like immediately after, like, do you know where that is? Do you know that is? And like the girls are like, no, but Sincere was just like, yeah, I know where that is. I'm from New Jersey, whatever. She's like, okay, cool. Because I'm used to people not knowing where that is. And I'm like, that is so funny. That used to be me back in the day when I used to tell people like, oh, I'm from Tennessee or whatever. A lot of people like years ago did not know where or what that was. But now Nashua has been growing, so people kind of know where that is now. But before, people used to be like, what? What's that? The only 10 I see? Like, shut up. But I did find that funny. Kinsey. She was just irritating me when she just kept saying that she did not like Zach. She did not like Zach. She did not like him. She's not attracted to him. She's not his type. Because literally, like 24 hours ago, you were literally saying that you find him attractive and he's your type, and you were all but her or whatever. I'm just like, girl, just be honest. Like, it's okay. And then the two birds were just chirping. Trinity and Bryce. I'm like talking about some, oh yeah, I really think that we needed to, go through that to realize, what we had, this and that. I'm like, no. What happened was y'all went and explored, y'all were rejected. Now y'all gotta stay together in order to stay in the house. I'm not dumb. I'm not dumb. Like, I don't know, they just give radio slow together. And I I literally get on my phone every time they pop up on the screen. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, I'm just not interested in them. Go home. And then Bryce, every time I see Bryce, he just gives me homeless vibes. Just homeless vibes. And then Trinity, she's just so young ho coded. Like, it's just like she just does not care. And I'm just like, what are y'all doing for real? One thing I did notice though that I love, like the girlies, they look so pretty without makeup. They look pretty with their makeup on. I'm just like, wow. And like at nighttime when they take like their makeup off, so I'm like, wow, their face cards are extremely valid. Like I'm like, oh, they are so pretty without their makeup. Like they're pretty with their makeup too. But like I'm just like, wow, like they have some insane face cards because they're extremely beautiful without the makeup on. I did like seeing Kinsey and Sean's bond form because, like, even though they're both single and they're both vulnerable, they were literally there for each other with, hugging each other before bed, hugging each other when they wake up. He's making her breakfast. Like, they're still able to experience the experience regardless their vulnerability, and I was like, okay, I like that. I can respect that. And then one thing I did find, I was like, after Sean had brought her breakfast, they kissed. I said, oh. And the girlies were like, oh, we missed some chapters in this book. And I'm like, I did too. Wait, hold a minute. Wait a minute. What is going on? I was like, Kinsey, you no longer heartbroken. Okay, girl. Go on. Go on with your bad self. Go on. Now let's get into the mess. So Sincere goes and pulls Kata for a chat. Granted, the chat could very much so just be extremely innocent, but again, like I said in my last review, I already had a feeling that Mel, her trust was not 100% there to begin with, period. I already feel like she's somebody that has just trust issues in general. Um, so I was just like, ooh, I wonder how this is gonna go. Granted, I don't see anything was necessarily wrong with their conversation because again, it's still early. And he did mention that he does have a great bond with Mel, but like as soon as like Mel kind of saw that he was with somebody, it's like her mood just instantly changed, and it stayed in a bad place like the remainder of the episode. And I was just like, Mel, I don't know about that now. Gabriel. He done went to the damsel in distress, aka Kenzie, aka Kaylor, and literally was just like, oh, pulled her for a chat, started talking to her, then immediately started talking about dancing and said that he was gets turned on by dancers. He has a thing for dancers. I said, oh, I know what type of man you are. Yeah, I've been knew what type of man you were. He has no type. He's there for everybody, the men too. Okay, happy Pride Month, by the way. But he's literally there for everybody. And I was like, oh, oh, oh. And I was literally telling my fiance, I was like, after that conversation, I'm pretty sure somebody's panties got to be a little drenched because the way like she was like fluttered, I'm just like, yeah, this is what she's been looking for. She's used to men, falling at her feet, being turned on by her, just existing and stuff like that. And Gabrielle is literally giving her everything that she felt like she's been needing. I was just like, oh yeah, she's eating it up. And then when she went and had that chat with Trin, she was explaining all of that to her, said that, her kitty kind of purred a little bit. I'm like, I knew it. I knew it. I just knew it. I could just tell. I'm like, oh yeah, he's there for everybody. So Beatrice, watch out. Don't get too invested, girl. You are a smart girl. I can already tell you're a smart girl. Just stay a smart girl. You know what I mean? Like don't be too invested in Gabriel because he is here for a good time. He doesn't care whether it's long or short. He's just he's on a mission, and it's to literally come and cause havoc. Period. Next thing you know, Melanie's crying. Oh God. Sidebar. She's a very beautiful crier. I was just like, wow, she's such a pretty crier. But I'm just like, that type of cry gives crazy. And I was just like, what's about to happen now? Because she was just talking about something like every time, this men are just gonna do what men do, this and the third. I'm just like, all he did was have a conversation with her. Like, it's okay, girly, like it's okay. And I'm just like, Love Island, are y'all purposely going after people who are not healed? Because it just gives like these people are just not healed, especially the women. Like, what is going on? Like, why are we crying? Why are we crying? It's okay. It's like I feel like this villa, like when people come in there unhealed, I feel like like certain things just trigger them to where they just start crying and bawling and get in their feelings. And I'm just like, what is going on? Why are we crying? Why are we crying? Why are we crying, girly? What's going on? We gonna fast forward to the water challenge. So as soon as I saw that water challenge, I said, "Oh, my poor girl Trinity. Now's the time. It's over with for her. It's over with." But she must have a relaxer in or something because maybe that leave out stayed straight. Either it was fried before she got to Fiji, or she had her nice relaxer sitting on top of her head for 3 hours straight before she got her hair completed. Because I was like, okay, I was looking to see if it's going to revert. I was kind of scared. I was sitting on the edge of my bed, edge of my seat. I was like, what's it going to do? What's it going to do? And it stayed straight. I said, oh, we made it. Okay, we made it. Yes, Lord. What them kids be doing? We made it. It's my little praise dance. We made it. Okay. I was like, yes, Lord, yes, yes, my sister. We do not want to be embarrassed on national television. That is not what Black people. It is Juneteenth month. Okay, this is not what we are here for. Okay, we are not to be embarrassed on national television. So thank you, Jesus, for whatever relaxer was on that leave out. Thank you, Jesus. Okay. So fast forward, they're playing this water challenge. So pretty much everybody goes up one by one. They pull a card from the little table at the front and they read off something that's extremely crazy and freaked out. And they have to guess which islander did that pretty much. And it was some crazy stuff. But one of the first things that was pointed out to me was one of the islanders had intercourse with the 52-year-old. I'm gonna let y'all guess who y'all think that was. And don't think hard. I'll wait. Gabriel, yes, you guessed right. Are we surprised, ladies and gentlemen? Like I said, that man is for everybody, no matter the age, no matter the race, no matter the size, no matter the gender. Happy Pride Month again. He does not care. He is for everybody. That man is freaked out. And then another one of the questions that kind of had me tripped out was they were like, this islander gave her boyfriend head in the car while his mom was driving. I said, now who did that? Come to find out, it's Trinity. Trin. Oh, I'm a freak. I'm a freak. Yeah, I'm a freak. We listen and we don't do judge. And then Kenzie, I knew you was waiting for that moment to just go push Charlie in that water. You knew that wasn't him. You just wanted to push him in that water because you're just pissed and irritated and embarrassed. Get over it. You done kissed how many people after that? It's okay. This part, I need to have a serious conversation with everybody real quick. When you have your kids, okay, be intentional about what you name them. Because sometimes names are hard to live up to. For an example, Exhibit A, Sincere. Granted, the way that name rolls off the tongue is beautiful. It's a beautiful name. It sounds beautiful. But the meaning is what makes things complicated. When you have a name like Sincere, that's a lot to live up to. Because if you're not honest, if you lie or if you fabricate anything, if you do anything that's like not sincere, it's gonna be hard to call you that afterwards. People are gonna literally use that against you all the time. So the fact that his card was the one that was like, you talked to somebody else while you were dating somebody. I don't know verbatim. Look, I'm not the card. I didn't write the card. I don't remember everything verbatim. Nothing here is verbatim. Everything's allegedly. I don't know. I'm gonna just throw that out there. I don't own anything. Bullying is not right. Um, whatever. My hair, this is weave, whatever. So literally, like Mel, I feel like she just knew that it was gonna be him before it was announced that it was him, and you can just see the anger, the animosity, just everything just building up inside of her. Like she just looked like she wanted to just explode. And I was just like, Mel, like, oh my gosh. And then she was just like, yeah, I knew he was a cheater. I knew he was a cheater. I'm like, whoa, whoa, where are we? Let's 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 bring it back. Let's bring it back. I knew he was a cheater. I knew he was a cheater. What? Mel, are you okay, sweetie? I'm concerned now. But fast forward, when Mel and Sincere were able to have a conversation, I just think it was very mean girl coded for her to tell Kata, "You're nosy. Hello." I said, "Oh, I like it because it's drama." But oh, that's mean. That's mean. But she's direct. I like that. But that's mean. I was like, oh, oh, no. And you can tell Kata, like, she was like, I don't want no problems. I don't want no beef. I'm just being nosy, of course. But like, I don't think she was expecting her to come at her like that. And I'm just like, dang, dang. The drama is starting to kick in, and I'm loving every moment of it. I'm gonna drink my tea, okay? But I don't know, y'all. This episode, it definitely was way better than yesterday's episode because, the tea started to build up a little bit, started to warm up in the teapot. And I'm just like, okay, okay. I'm excited to see what's gonna happen tomorrow. It does look like the first challenge will be tomorrow. And I did see that there will be like a new male bombshell. So that kind of like foreshadows that one of the guys will be going home. What do y'all think will be going home? I don't know. But we shall see, y'all. Thanks for tuning in with me. Again, I do apologize if everything's all over the place. My brain is just all over the place. I have undiagnosed ADHD. So like this is how I have conversations with people. So if this is not what you like, you might not like it here. But if this is how your brain works too, then welcome, friend. Welcome, king. Welcome, queen. Welcome. But I'm excited to get more into these reviews. This is Love Island Season 8, Episode 3. We will be back tomorrow with more tea. Bye.